Hi, this is Erica Dyer with Incoherent Ramblings of a Crazy Bitch, back once again with Nick. Nick, I heard that you guys are going to Indianapolis.
Yeah, we finally found a way of getting a table at Horror Hound, so
Hell yeah.
that's good.
Finally.
Basically, I think Jeff was frustrated, and I was just like, just message the guy who runs Horror Hound. He's like, Nathan. I'm like, yes, just message him. And sure enough, he did. Like an hour and a half later, he's like, dude, we got a table. I'm like, all right, good, it worked. We're good now.
Yeah, finally. My God, it's been what? Because you couldn't get it for the last two times in Cincinnati.
Yeah, so then it's been a year. Then it's been a year. So,
and actually in Indianapolis, this should be a good show because it hasn't been there in a couple years. I think since what, 2020, 2019?
2019, yeah, 2019 was the last one. Yeah,
and I was looking at who they were going to have, and they have a hell of a lineup.
Well, you know what they're doing? They're doing the 20-year They're doing the 20-year anniversary of Freddy vs. Jason. That's what they're doing.
Oh shit! Now I want tickets.
Wait, aren't we? We're technically closer to you then, right? If we're in Indianapolis.
Yeah, you're only going to be like 2 hours from me. Not even. More like an hour and a half.
Okay. Right on.
Well, maybe 2 hours.
But I was really happy when he announced when he said that we got the table and it's paid for. I'm just like, oh, thank God. Jeez, that's so nice.
Yeah, I'm glad, and that's world class bullshitters, right? That's your guys' podcast.
Yeah.
I gotta give a call out.
Yeah, that's us. Oh man, doing it for. This is going to be in October. This is going to be year 8. This is going to be year 8.
Wow.
Yeah. It's weird to think about. We've done a podcast for almost 10 years now because people barely get past like, I think their second year, third year of doing it. It's wild.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy. But how have you been? What's been going on with you?
Just fucking work. I got to go back to Cape Cod in a couple weeks. So that's it. Just staying busy. As a matter of fact, I gave up doing a movie not too long ago. I told you guys I was all excited about doing that zombie movie where I was going to do God, I can't even think of the name of it. The corn zombies, attack of the corn zombies. I think that's what it was. And I decided I couldn't do it. I had too much work to do. So I adulted very well. Quite disappointing, but that's okay, And it was close to me, fairly close, but I gave it up. Not that I'm done with movies. I should be filming a couple more. I'm going to film another scene for New Year's Eve coming up at the end of this month, and then go down to Florida and film Killer Keg maybe next week. Yeah, so that's it. Just work and shit. I haven't even gone out and ate anything. Yeah. I didn't even go out for Cinco de Mayo. Did you?
Oh God, yeah, I did. Actually, a friend of mine, my old coworker, invited me like a month ago. He's like, yo, because he would invite me to all kinds of stuff, and I was like, I couldn't do it because of family issues. So he finally invited me to Cinco de Mayo, and I was like, nothing's happening. So like, I'm gonna go. Mm-hmm. So I had a bottle of tequila above my fridge that's been sitting there since I moved in. So I was like, let me take that and contribute because it was like BYOB. And I was like, all right, let me contribute to like, the night because we're all gonna drink and do shots. It's just gonna happen. That's how it is. And so I did the responsible thing and got an Uber there and Uber back because I was like, I'm not gonna get pulled over by cops because I know they're all out and I don't want to risk anything and I want to have fun. So I was just like, I'll pay the money. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Yeah, the ride back and forth was expensive, but so would jail time be, and so would insurance, and so would a bunch of other shit. So it's justified.
Yeah.
But no, exactly. It was fun. No, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, hanging out with people, partying, drinking, eating tacos, and just, being belligerent. It was a lot of fun. So
good.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it? Also last week there was, I don't know if I told you about this. No, there was an active shooter near my area.
What?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, a guy had shot some people in Midtown Atlanta and then stolen a car near a school, I think, and then drove to Battery Park or Truist Park. It's the Braves Stadium. That's like literally 5 minutes from me.
Damn.
And I got an email from my HOA at like 2:30 in the afternoon saying there's an active shooter in the area. Don't leave. I was like, okay. I guess I'm staying in and not getting my groceries. I will just clean my place until this guy gets caught.
Yep.
And
yeah, because these fucking shooters like that, they just randomly kill people.
Yeah. That was, and like there was an odd art, like one of my friends posted something saying like, oh, he was a terrible person. He killed 5 women. It's like, that doesn't mean that he's like a misogynist. It's just that those are probably the people that were in his way, unfortunately. It's like I know what you're trying to say and do, and it's shitty, and it's shitty they died also, but it's like this is not the problem we're trying to look at right now. It's not like, oh, he's a misogynist, he's killed people. It's like, no, he had a gun and he killed people. Like, that's a problem.
Yeah, it was probably just the first people he saw.
Yeah, like it was, and like I don't want to say anything because I'm just like, I'm not gonna pick a fight on the fucking internet. I'm not gonna do this. I'm just gonna move on. But no, they ended up catching the guy around 9 p.m. And like I have a Ring doorbell, which also gives me the Ring app, which is a fucking annoying because you're part of a neighborhood app.
Oh.
To like protect the neighborhood and all other bullshit. So like as soon as he got caught, like 18 people were like, oh, he's caught. He's like, thank you for the first person who did this. We don't need the 17 others. Just one person, maybe 2. That's it. And actually my friend who invited me to the Cinco de Mayo party, he works down the street from where I live, and he was stuck in his building on the 8th floor. Like apparently what he said is like 200 cops like came into the area and were surrounding the place, and he couldn't leave.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a wild time.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, it was weird, but luckily they caught the guy, and
Good.
it was all it was over.
Good. Yeah, there's always been shootings. I mean, gosh, for years. Not just, this is not a recent phenomenon, but I think it's just we have more people, more access to guns, and just honestly, it's the internet. People just try to stir shit up. I'm going to die today, so I'm going to take some people out and be a mark in history.
Yeah, that's also a thing that I've heard about, is that like the news shouldn't report about it or something because it causes other people to do the same thing because they get it gets immortalized in the media kind of thing. And so by sensationalizing it and making it a thing, they're causing more people to come up, and it's
That's true.
There's supposed to be some sort of ethics around it, but like all these news media companies and things like that don't want to, because it gets them clicks, it gets them views, and it gets them money.
Yep.
So they don't want to, not be on the ground. Things like that. So it's terrible.
And they don't want to be the ones left out. And people wonder, why is my, feed, my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter, the news always violent and ugliness, and well, people don't watch the good things. They don't want to click on that and read about a new library opening up, or it's the shocking, the violent things that people click on, and that's why we keep seeing it.
Yeah, it's that one saying, we yawn at creation and awe at destruction. That's what it is.
Yep. Speaking of clicking on things, oh my God. So it like popped through my Facebook feed. Did you see that article about that dude in Tennessee? Let's see, I think it was Tennessee.
Oh God.
Where he woke up with that hotel guy sucking his feet.
Oh God. Yeah.
Oh my God. That is sick. I had to pull that article up. I had to fucking read it because I'm like, I would have actually, I did date a guy who would not leave my fucking feet alone. And I kid you not, I kicked that motherfucker in his face. I don't put up with that shit. That shit's nasty. But yeah, that takes some balls. I mean, he must have really wanted that guy's toes in his mouth because he's lucky he didn't get killed.
Well, and also that guy whose feet he was sucking on, that guy shouldn't have worn sandals in the hotel. That's a bad idea. You're just enabling those foot fetish people. That's the problem, you know. That's really the problem here. He shouldn't have been wearing sandals, Erica. That's the problem.
It's like those women that show cleavage and then get pissed when somebody comments on their cleavage. You shouldn't show your shit.
Yeah, man, put your tits away. Nobody wants to see them. It's like, whatever.
My eyes are up here.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Well, there was also one, speaking of hotels, there was also one where apparently the FBI was doing some sort of raid on a hotel, broke into a guy's hotel who was a pilot, and then started to interrogate him for 45 minutes until they realized it wasn't him. I read about that one, too. And I'm just like, I hope this pilot sues the ever-loving fuck out of them and gets paid. Oh, no shit.
Because that would have terrified him, yeah, because they interrogate, because I read that article, too. Because he had a flight the next day, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a flight. Yeah, he had a flight. Yeah. And they apparently they threw him in the shower in his underwear or something like that, and were waterboarding him or something in the fucking shower. I was like, good God, man.
That edit was the wrong guy.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me about the FBI. That kind of fucked anyways. Like, yeah, doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah, but that dude, he's going to have some PTSD from that. Hopefully he can fly again, but I
hope he gets one solid lawyer.
I hope he does too, because with being a pilot and that happening at a hotel where you would think you're safe and somebody just busting in, I wouldn't be surprised if he never flew again. Not commercially. Maybe he would fly, himself, but I would be afraid to stay in a different hotel.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'll get evaluated, and he'll get some sort of rock star lawyer to like help him out and make him some money. So, yeah,
I hope so. He probably had a ton reach out to him.
Oh, I'm sure, and I'm sure he did, and I hope once again he gets some some rock star lawyer who gets him paid and gets him a couple million, maybe more, from the FBI, because God knows they have the government's got enough money, they can afford it.
Yeah. They got enough from me this year. We'll see if I get audited.
Well, hopefully you don't. Hope you got that cleared up.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
I was afraid to submit it, but I finally did. I'm like, well, I did it on time back in April, but I keep waiting because you never fucking know. Them fuckers come back. They've come back on me like 2-3 years later. Well, you want those receipts from 2018. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, they always want their pound of flesh, if not more. It's terrible.
Oh, God, they do. But yeah, I read that about that dude in the hotel. And then I kind of started looking about other instances where hotels allowed shit like this. Well, not allowed, but like they had people get into the different rooms that they shouldn't. There was a couple women that were actually raped because some guy had stopped at the front desk and said, "Oh, I lost my key," and they just gave him a key to this woman's room, and he fucking went in there and raped her. And then another one, this guy brought a coworker back to the hotel, and she was fucked up drunk. And he told them, he's like, well, she's in my room. The hotel staff put her in a wheelchair and helped this guy wheel her up to his room where he proceeded to rape her.
Jesus.
I'm like, good God.
Well, and here's the catch-22, okay? If an actual good guy sees that happening, they can't help. Because then the woman might implicate him, that guy trying to help, into the crime.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
yeah.
like,
I remember his face. He was
Yeah,
part of it.
exactly. I remember his face. He's part of it. So like that's also like
That's true.
a shitty thing too. So it's kind of like there's it sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not all bad at hotels. I was just talking to Kathy about this today. So I think it was last year we went to Tennessee, and great time. We went down for a concert down there, and when we were checking in the hotel, and it was like I used my points, so it was like one of those real fancy hotels. And when we were checking in, they asked me, do you want us to put your guest's name on the reservation? And I never do that. The room's always booked in my name, and I might be, there with 2-3 different girlfriends. And I mean, we all have the same keys. We're always going to be together. There's no need to put their name on there. Well, they asked me, and I said, no, that's fine. And then I said, you know what? Why not? Go ahead and throw her name on there. Because in my mind, I thought, well, what if we got separated, or she wanted to come back to the room and I wanted to stay out, and like she lost her key or whatever. So I said, go ahead and add her name, and gave them her name. And then we went out, proceeded to go enjoy ourselves. And I think the next day we went to the concert. We were there like 3 or 4 days. Well, we went to this mall, and after the mall, we were sitting out on this bench outside, and we decided to go to, God, I can't remember what the fuck it was called, but we were going to go to this other location. And so we got an Uber, and it took us there and dropped us off, and we stand in line to go ahead and pay our fee to get into this, whatever it was. And Kathy gets up to the front. She's digging through her purse, and she's like, I don't have my wallet. And I said, what do you mean you don't have your wallet? She's like, I don't have my wallet.
Oh, God.
And yeah, so we're like, shit, where did we leave it? So she calls the Uber. It wasn't in the Uber. He stopped. He said he looked under the seats. He looked in the door. We're looking through the trash cans, because I said, Kathy, if somebody found it, like if you dropped it as we were getting out of the Uber, because that was my other thought. Maybe she had it on her lap when we got out of the Uber, and if the guy didn't find it in the Uber, maybe it fell on the ground outside the Uber, and we didn't notice. I said, hopefully somebody just grabbed the cash from it and threw the rest of the wallet away, because it is a hassle to replace your driver's license and credit cards and all that.
Yeah, you got to call them all, and yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. So we're digging through the trash, like outside every single trash can within sight. We're opening the top of it. We're digging through it, and she's not crying, but, as time's going on, getting more and more upset, because it's like, fuck, we still had a couple days, and now she has no driver's license, no cash, no credit card. I said, well, I got cash. I got my credit cards. We're good there. It's just the thought of losing that, and she works as a server, so she had all this money from tip money and shit like that, and it was money to spend in Tennessee. Mm-hmm. So we go back to the mall that we were at. We go back to the restaurant. We check with security. And she's just sitting there. We're just like devastated. And I said, well, chances are when we went outside and sat on that bench, you probably left it sitting there. So I'm going to go outside. So I go outside, and there's this young couple sitting there. And sitting next to this girl on the bench is a wallet. And I'm like, is that your wallet? And she goes, yeah, that's my wallet. Well, of course, it's Michael Kors, like Kathy's was. And I'm like, texting Kathy, I think this bitch has your wallet. And she's saying it's hers. You need to come look at this wallet before I say something to her, because I'm not positive. So Kathy comes out, and she's like, no, that's not my wallet. And then I felt bad, because I assumed that this young couple was trying to steal her fucking wallet. So we go back out, and we're sitting there, and she's just like, well, I guess I'll have to call the credit card companies. And I said, so what they might try to do with your credit cards is try to make some small purchases, because God knows I had my shit stolen, and, use the cash. I said, hopefully it's not that hard to get your wallet in there. I said, it's going to be okay. Well, as we're sitting there, I get a call. Well, it's an unknown number, but it's a Tennessee phone number, because my cell phone, it popped up saying it was a number from Tennessee. And I'm like, well, fuck, I don't know nobody in fucking Tennessee. Who the fuck be calling me? But I went ahead and answered it. It was the hotel. And they asked if they could speak to Kathy. And so I gave her the phone. And somebody, this wonderful, wonderful woman that had been leaving the mall, saw the wallet on the bench and picked up the wallet. She tried finding Kathy on Facebook. She didn't find anything with Kathy's phone number, but there was a hotel key card in there. So she called the hotel and she gave them Kathy's name. And because I had added Kathy to my room reservation, they were able to call me.
That's wonderful.
And she got her wallet back. The lady, everything was in there. The lady was like, I opened it up. I didn't do anything but check. And Kathy looked at it and she said all her money, everything was still there. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
I was just talking to Kathy about that today.
I had a similar thing happen to me. I went to some meetup in Atlanta a couple of years ago, before COVID, obviously. Mm-hmm. And I was at a bar there for something, and I left and I came home, and like I was on my computer, whatever. I was surfing, just whatever. And I get a notification on Facebook, and somebody wants to message me, and I'm just like, all right, cool. And it says, oh, you dropped your wallet at this bar. I'm like, motherfucker.
Oh shit. Oh my God.
So like I get in my car and like very, very carefully drive down there, not speeding too much, nothing like that, and go to the thing, and like the owner of the bar is there. Is like, hey, are you this guy? I'm just like, yeah, it's me. And he's like, well, what's the address on your ID say? It's like, it's this. He's like, all right, that's correct. Here's your wallet back. I was like, thanks for holding it for me. Thanks, thanks for keeping it safe.
Yeah, you're just lucky.
Yeah, man, it was because like it was at a bar, and and like just the way I sat there, and my wallet just popped out. I was like, shit, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's wild. But anyways, have you ordered a gigolo yet, Erica?
Oh, I have not. I've thought about it though, but I do want us to plan something for my 50th birthday. I was thinking about that. I was trying to look up places in Tennessee, because I know Kathy would be up for it. She would absolutely be up for it.
Yeah, I know Chattanooga's a fun place. Nashville's obviously a fun place too.
Yeah, we got to plan something, because my 50th birthday is going to be a blowout. Maybe literally. Erica's going to get all her fucking done in one night. We'll have an orgy.
Well, we'll have to raise a lot more money for the Indiegogo for you to have an orgy then.
Exactly. Come on, you guys can't just get me one gigolo. I'll wear him out, and I need another one.
Oh my God.
Gotta have one on reserve.
One on reserve. Jesus.
Oh God. Hell yeah. But no, I have not ordered a gigolo. Not yet. I'm waiting for people to send money. I can just imagine you have it bookmarked, and you have like a bookmark of like your potential like top 10, and you're just like scrolling every now. No lie, I do have that page saved. Like I've had it saved for years. Of course you do. I've had it saved for years. That's why when I was looking at it when we recorded last week, I was like remembering some of these guys, because I'm like, they didn't update their pictures at all. That was the same picture from like 3 years ago. Oh God! By the way, that show Gigolos is still on Showtime. I do remember, like, really? I remember once again. I think I watched the whole show. I don't know why, because I remember a lot of it, and I watched it like when I was way younger and shouldn't have been watching it.
But I remember towards the end of like the show, or the end of the life of the show, the series, there was like a girl prostitute, or sorry, escort. I should
they're escorts.
I should just, once again, there's names for these things. And she was on the service as well. It's like, I need to find that episode and find that service and see what's up. See how much it is. Can I get it on credit? Can I get a bank loan if we do this? Because I remember her being like this very like nerdy girl, or nerdy looking girl, and like knew a bunch of like stuff, and I was just like, I couldn't take that. That would be too much. It would go down for sure. Yeah, no, because I remember her being like really cute, and I was like, I definitely pay the extra to hit that for sure. It happened. Like she'd pull out her fucking PayPal swipe device. I'm like, all right, let's do it right now.
Oh shit. Speaking of a nerdy looking girl, so this is somebody else I follow and have for years. So let me get the correct spelling of her official name. Sophia Chase. She's a dominatrix from up in Chicago. So, and if you look at her, she's petite, so she's short, big tits, but face-wise, she looks like a nerd. Like, she has the glasses, she has nice hair, she's just an average-looking, she has that, I could imagine her working at a library kind of shit. And she just had this, let's see, I'm pulling up her Facebook.
I found her Twitter. Now. I found her Twitter. I'm looking at
You found her Twitter? Yeah. She just did, she spoke to graduates at Loyola University in Chicago just 6 days ago about being a dominatrix, being a professional dominatrix. And I'm like, they never brought in speakers like that when I was in college.
Yeah. I'm looking at some of her pictures. She's a very normal vacation picture, and I'm just like, yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell. And then I look at the other stuff, and I'm just like, oh god, all right, I see how this is gonna go down.
Yeah, she is just a nice girl next door look, and then she she has classes and shit like that if you want to learn.
She has a girl next door look, and then she'll beat the fuck out of you, and while you pay her to do it. It's like, yeah, that's fine. That's my kryptonite. I love that look every time. Like I fall for it. It's like god damn it.
Oh god.
Yeah. No, she has that. This is gonna sound weird, but she has that Velma look, and that's my thing.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Now that you say that.
Yep.
Yeah. Sophia Chase.
Yep.
I thought about trying to find her dungeon up in Chicago when I was up there, but I don't know what I'd do in her dungeon. Who knows? Maybe she could teach me something. But
you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I should contact her to get her on the podcast and see if we can get your conversation started, and you can ask her a bunch of questions and stuff.
You could. Yeah. Help Erica.
Yeah. Yeah. And just, and you guys will talk for however long it goes on for. Just ask her a bunch of questions.
Yeah. She just, and I have followed her for years. And she's one of those people that.
Oh, God damn it.
She's just interesting.
God damn it. She's short too. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, she can't be more than 5'1", something like that.
She's 5'3". I could
5'3". She's petite.
I could consensually kidnap her. Yeah, like that's
she just seems like such a sweetheart.
Yeah, until she brings out her giant leather paddle or whatever. It's like,
yes. Oh my God, I'm looking at her Twitter and there's some dude like hog-tied with a gimp mask on and like these hooks like keeping him together. That's pretty like dirty. I feel.
Yeah. I'm sure she gets paid the big bucks. Let's see. She has.
I bet she does.
Well, okay. Let's see. I'm going to. Let's see here. She has an OnlyFans. Let's see how much she's charging for this. Let's see what her rate is and how many people she's got. Let's see. She's okay. Let's see. $30 a month, mother. Really? You're more than a Netflix subscription. You need to calm that down. Like go to like 10, maybe 12. I mean, I understand it, but goddamn, really? 30. Even then, you have okay. She has the same amount of followers we do for World Class Bullshit. She has 16.4 thousand followers on Twitter. What the fuck are you doing? Let's see. What's her? Now I have to like investigate. But no, I mean, she's very fucking cute. I would fall into that trap immediately, and that would be the greatest and probably most expensive part of my night.
She did a movie. She has an IMDb page.
Dear God.
She did a movie called Sex with Sonny Megatron. I guess it was a TV series. And then a TV series called Easy. I bet she was a guest on their shows, because the Sex with Sonny Megatron looks like somebody that just did like a television sex positive show or whatever.
Okay, yeah, it's from one of those things, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like when I used to, way back in the day, like middle school, high school, I used to always listen to Dr. Ruth how do you say her last name?
Oh, I know
Dr.
you're talking
Ruth.
about. Oh, dude, I loved her. She was. I love that this very tiny German woman.
Yes, I loved her.
Who was like I don't know 70 at the time.
Yeah.
Was like talking about all this stuff. She was adorable and hilarious. I miss her. She was great.
Shit, I think she's still alive, isn't she?
Is she?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Let me look her up.
By the way, I found Lady Sophia Chase's studio. I session in 2 different private play spaces in Chicago neighborhood of Logan Square and West Town. Okay.
So maybe I should have a session with her so she could.
I'm going to contact her and see if I can get her on this podcast to talk to you. Honestly, I really am going to contact her and see if I can like get her on this Zoom call and you can ask her all the questions you want, every single question.
Well, after she spoke to Loyola University, she just seems like she's somebody that would be willing to help anybody out. But yeah, she's that nerdy, sexy. If you like that look, she's once again, that's my kryptonite, man. That's it. And I don't know what drew me to her. I just saw her picture one day and I was like, oh my God. She's like that bookish, sexy, and she beats people and gets paid for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow her.
Oh God. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can get your the podcast Twitter account to follow her as well. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, what is it? The 7,800 square foot Logan Square dungeon features Jesus Christ, and then the 900 square foot West Loop dungeon. Jesus, my God, woman. There's a lot of things in here. It looks like a medieval torture chamber, but it's a.
I told you some of those pictures. Chamber? I was like, I feel dirty just looking at it.
There are photos. I probably shouldn't do this, but we'll do this anyways. Oh, it's just her in various like leather outfits. That's okay. Nice.
That's not bad. You probably got to pay extra for the other stuff.
I need to save that picture folder for later. I need that for later after we're not recording.
Yeah, you got your night planned.
Where the fuck is the jergens? Where are the goddamn tissues?
Oh, your hands are always very moist.
Don't judge me.
Oh, shit.
Let's see here. Domina Sophia. Okay, let's see.
I think she has a boyfriend. I always wondered about that too, but oh, there she is. I'm going to follow her on Instagram too. Oh, she doesn't have that many followers on Instagram.
That also might be a fake account because it says on her profile she doesn't have one because it's gotten deleted.
Oh.
Yeah, Instagram. My account has been deleted due to censorship. Okay, so that's what it says.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't have a Facebook though. It's just Mistress Sophia, and then she has a Pinterest. She has a Pinterest. Of course, she has a Pinterest. She's got a couple of walls.
That Facebook account I have followed for years, so I do believe that is her.
Yeah.
Dominatrix Sophia Chase. Yeah, I do think that is because the website that she has too is for her main her page. Sex Panther.
She has in her bio Chicago Dungeon Rentals. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Never heard of Sex Panther.
Oh yeah, Sex Panther is like a texting. I think it's a texting thing, where you get on there and you can like set up. Yeah, you set up a thing to like sext, or people pay to sext to you for so many messages and things like that. They pay for either messages or pictures or video, and it's a certain package thing. It's one hell of an industry. I'm sure they're making money hand over fist, but it's just weird. It's like I couldn't do that. It's like I'll buy your OnlyFans videos. Just put out some good long ones, and I'll be happy. It's fine.
Oh my God, I'm looking at her pictures on this Sex Panther thing, and I swear this guy's wearing a sweater, but it's just hair. He is the hairiest fucker I have ever seen. My God, and he has like a collar on, like a fucking dog collar. Ugh. Hey, shave that shit and get waxed or something. That's gross. Get all sweaty from sex and you'd have all that hair left over. Have to rinse
dear
off.
God, no. Oh wow, okay, hold on. Let's see. Sunny something. What the hell is this? It was some fucking show that was on Showtime. Sunny whatever. Let's see. Never mind. Yeah, it's some Showtime show, and I think that's still on Showtime as well. Feel an episode of that? Shit. Dude, Showtime was the shit back in the day. They used to have a bunch of fun stuff at night. Can't do that anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. That was back when we had like that big, huge satellite dish out in our yard that if it rained or was a little bit windy, it would like mess up the satellite. And it took forever for it to move. Like, there's probably a landfill somewhere with all those in there.
Oh God, yeah. My dad had one put into our house in Tennessee, and that's how it was. And like it was funny because it was a legal cable, with an illegal box with a card and everything. Yeah. He paid the guy in cash, some shit like that, with this giant satellite that you could fucking communicate with NASA with. And every time you change the channel, it'll just go. And like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Eventually, they pulled out of the ground and everything that it was done after a while. But like, it was just it's wild.
But they had the illegal. I mean, it not just illegal, but Showtime played all that shit. And like you said, my dad was like yours, where we had that box where we could get anything. And I'm telling you, I think that's where my fetish started with. I don't know if I want to say this for everybody. Isn't that something? This is something I'm like, I don't know if I don't put this shit out there. God, how old was I? I was probably 11 or 12. I have a thing for Asian women, which
okay.
They're beautiful, right? They're petite. They're beautiful. And I remember watching this porno. I was very young. And these two women were going at it. These two Asian women. And they're making out. And the one had these big, beautiful breasts. And the other girl was starting to go down on her. And she had a fucking dick. That was my first time seen a chick with a dick. And I'm telling you, this is one of my fetishes. I've always said, if I had a beautiful Asian woman with a dick, I wouldn't say no. I got like this fetish about them. I don't know why. I feel dirty every time I go to get my pedicures because I look down at these beautiful Asian ladies that are massaging my feet, and my mind just starts flashing back to that fucking porno.
I mean, that's fine. You know, that's all good. I guess we need to fund a trip to Thailand as well then at some point for you.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Teach.
I got.
It's all good.
And I know it's all because of that damn satellite. You know, that was back when, you know, you got that age where you're just thinking about sexual things, and I'm like, that is like the best of both worlds right there. Beautiful Asian woman with a dick. Because I like the dick.
Would you take a beautiful Asian woman with a strap on? Would you do that?
You know, I don't know. I'd be willing to try.
Okay.
Maybe.
Fair enough.
I got some kink in me, though. I might want to wear the strap on. I don't know.
Hey, whatever floats your boat. As long as everything's consensual and everybody's of age, it's all good.
That is true.
Yeah.
But, you know, I have a little fetish about, I shouldn't say little, because my fetish, I do have a fetish about little people, too. I got some kink, like I said. I was with a friend at the circus one time, and this was back when Barnum and Bailey we're
still around, yeah.
But yeah, and they used to have a lot of the, they don't call them freak shows anymore, but they were the, I can't remember what they called them, but this one particular show, they had like a very tall person, they had the little people, they had, I don't know, all kinds of people there working. And my friend and I, we were in our very early 20s at the time, and we were up watching. Well, there was this one little person. He was adorable, and he was a clown, and he was just so adorable. And my friend is like, I'm going to ask him out. I'm going to pick him up. And I said, no, man, he's not even from around here, right? What are you going to do? Go holler over the railing? Because the circus was so big, they didn't have seats on the floor. We were kind of up, so we were a little bit higher up than them. This bitch went and like leaned over the railing and was like, hey, you. She got that little guy's name, and he came up to talk to us, and I'll be damned, him and her didn't end up going out. And he was telling her the difference between, because there are different medical conditions, from dwarfism to what would be considered a midget, what would be considered, so all of the differences. And he was considered a dwarf, so his torso was pretty much full size, like nether regions too. So he had a full size penis. You know, it's not like that was smaller. It was just smaller legs, smaller arms, differences like that. Yeah. So my friend, she had some fun when the circus was in town, and I was jealous. I've never had a little person. But hey, we all got some kink. What's your kink? Can't all be about me.
We're doing this. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, we're doing this. Come on.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Well, we know you like the bookish looking girls. Don't tell me that's your worst.
No, I mean no, but mine are fairly tame. Like they're just, you know, like
no chicks with dicks.
No, that's not my thing. Not my thing. 100% biological, please. That's what I'm looking for. The These days, that's controversial, but sorry, that's my preference.
No, that's everybody has a right to their own choices.
Let's see, redheads. God damn, redheads. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another kryptonite thing. It's like I love them, all of them. I follow several on Instagram. It's terrible. Like it's one of those things where it's like I have to stop myself from perusing their OnlyFans. Every now and again I'll have a sale and I'm just like, fuck you. Fine, I'll get it for this month for $5. It's fine. It's okay.
$5 is nothing. That's a Starbucks coffee.
Yeah, I know. And then like they start sending out all their video, like their all their videos they want you to buy. They'll send you daily messages. I'm just like, oh, I hate you so much.
But I love you.
Yeah. Redheads. Jesus. Tattooed women, like punk rock, kind of like I don't know if have you ever heard of this organization or group called Suicide Girls? You know they're like
I don't know much about it, but I have heard that term before.
Yeah, they're like alt models. Basically, that's their thing. Like I love those girls. Goddamn.
Okay.
Yeah, they're oh my god. Goth chicks at horror conventions. Another one. Love them. Every time. Yeah, terrible. But no, like the Sophia chick. She's short. She has the glasses. She has a whole like very librarian kind of secretary thing going on. Done, man. That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
She's got a new follower.
Yeah. No, it's that's and like that thing. Yeah, that's literally about it. Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Nothing too too outlandish.
That's actually, I think, every red-blooded American male.
Yeah, like I'm not. Yeah.
You're pretty standard.
Yeah.
You grew up on different porn than I did. See what happens when you guys leave the TV on. Let that be a notice to those of you that have children.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I mean, we had Skinamax and Cinemax and things like that and Showtime and stuff like that back in the day. So we were watching it. God, when we got dial-up, that was the worst thing that happened. Jesus. Obviously seeing those like those pictures like download for 5 fucking minutes was terrible. We didn't have tabs. We couldn't just open a window and it would work out. We didn't have tabs, so that wasn't a thing. You just had to like hope it loaded enough or you could see it quickly enough. But yeah, oh god. But no, that's what I got, man. Redheads, tattooed, punk rock looking chicks, goth chicks. Yeah, that's about it, man. It's terrible. If now I see a redhead who's also a goth at a horror convention, I need to go follow her immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That is awesome. That is.
Yeah, if you see me at a horror convention, I'm not paying attention to you, and my head's like turned to one side, you'll know what I'm looking at.
Sorry, my eyes are over here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's yeah. Mine are pretty standard, I think.
Yeah, they are. But you know what? There's also people that don't like redheads and don't like tattoos. So everybody likes it a little bit different. I have a friend that for a little money sometimes, she'll actually sell pictures of her feet. She'll have guys want to send her money to get pedicures, and she'll be like, well, I got to get my nails done too. Or they'll send her purses or whatever, so she'll send them pictures of her feet. So I've joked with her. I'm like, we should have like a photo shoot with your feet. You get a pedicure, and I could do like camera angles that you can't get.
God, there's actually a lot of money in that. It's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. I think feet are nasty.
Yeah, same here. I'm not into that. It's not a thing. It's just not a thing. But some people are, and some people pay good money for it. I remember a friend of mine. She moved from Atlanta to California, and she actually works in a strip club. She's not a stripper or a server. She works like in the back doing the accounting or whatever. But she's literally walking from like the back to the front, and some guy offered her $80 in cash for her socks.
Ugh.
And
Yep.
she gave it to him. I was like, "You made $80 right there. Good for you."
Well, hey, here's something for you. That Lady Sophia, you could buy her worn stockings for $50, or her worn panties for $50.
Yeah, I'm good for her. Like, I'm not into that. I want her. I want her for a night. That's what I want. That's what,
Well,
like,
shit, if she's selling her panties for $50, I don't know that you could afford a night.
That's probably true as well. I could probably empty out some credit cards and make some room and figure something out.
We'll do a GoFundMe for you.
Oh God.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, shit. But yeah, we all got our fetishes. We all got our things. We all got our memories, our first glimpses of porn. That actually wasn't my first glimpse. I was probably 5, I think, when I found my dad had a friend that was staying at our house. He, I think I might have said this before. He had a bunch of, and we're talking shit, this shit would be illegal now. It was probably illegal then. He had a bunch of magazines under his bed that, God, they had like women with dogs. They had women on women. They had some of the most atrocious things I've ever seen. It wasn't anything good. But yeah, I was looking at that shit when I was like 5. And I remember taking the one magazine to my dad because it had a guy dressed as Santa Claus and these naked women on his lap. And I'm like, Dad, why is that Santa have these naked women on his lap? And my dad was like, oh, that's funny. Ha ha, silly Santa. But yeah, that's probably when I started looking at porn. And then yeah, probably about 5 or 6. No wonder why I get fucked up.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think, what was it? I mean, yeah, you guys had the magazines and, and I think you were just getting into the VHS tapes around that time.
Yep.
You probably still had film reels and stuff. Man, we had the VHS tapes and we're getting into the DVDs, but we had the internet. The internet wasn't fast enough until like 04, 05, and then we could like start streaming shit. And that was, that's when it really started. God. I mean, I do have an account on Pornhub with like all of my saved videos on there, so that's up there. I do periodically buy from OnlyFans, but not too much. And I always like try to make sure it's not like I'm not spending ridiculous amounts of money on that shit either. So yeah. But I have that as well. No, I think I started around the same kind of age. It's like 12, 13. Every normal kind of boy goes through that. So
yeah.
Of
course, now, like with my kids, they look at it on their fucking phones.
Oh yeah.
Which reminded me of something that I am not going to say on the podcast, but I will tell you when we're off the podcast. So, because you'll laugh, but I won't say it on the podcast. But, yeah, nowadays they have access to, like, everything. Ugh. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, and all he needs a credit card or a debit card or any sort of card to get access to it, and, like, there you are.
Shit, or ask somebody at school to send you a naked pic.
Oh God, that was yeah. That's and like I'm kind of glad they made that rule where like I mean it's a harsh rule, but I'm glad they made it where like even if you're underage and like an underage friend sends you a naked picture, you kind of go to jail or whatever like that. But I'm glad they kind of instilled that into people like this is a thing, don't do it.
Yeah, because once it's out there, it's out there.
Yeah, it's out there forever. Yeah, it's out there forever, and you can never get it back.
Yeah, that's what I had to really stress to my kids. Do not show a picture of your dick to anyone. Nobody wants to see that. It's like, do not take pictures. And both my boys were like, that's so stupid. I'm like, well, you'd be surprised.
Yeah. And you always hear about, like, once again, these women who market themselves as OnlyFans models and things like that, or porn stars, whatever, on the internet, they'll get, like, you'll see in their description or their bio or whatever, it's like, oh, don't send dick pics or whatever, or videos to my inbox. I don't want it. It's like, how is it, you know, how is it the first message you want to send to somebody? Or, like, or a potential date or whatever, or you're only going to hook up with, like, how is it like the first thing in your mind to send? Because like every woman I've ever heard about talk about this says, you know, it's vile, it's disgusting. Some of them will ask for it later on, but that's different. But like,
yeah,
that's not the first different thing you fucking send. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's completely different. You're an adult. You're chatting with somebody. You're flirty through text. You know, you show me yours, I'll show you mine. Not, hey, here's a picture of my dick. You seem nice.
Here's a picture of my dick. Let's go get coffee. No, that's not how that works.
Is this a nice dick? Can we go out now? Maybe I should have him do that. Nah.
No, you don't want to incur that. You don't want that in your fucking text message or inbox. You don't want that at all.
No, actually, I don't.
No.
That's definitely something I don't want. Not at all. But what I do want is for our listeners to send us stories about their fetishes or about their first experiences with porn, whether it be video, whether it be magazines, whatever it is. Send us that to ericadyerpodcast@gmail.com.
And as usual, we will not disclose your name. We don't do that, so.
No, but we will laugh about it.
Yeah, your anonymity is safe with us.
You will be safe, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
But no, I am going to try to get the dominatrix Sophia on this podcast, and you guys can chat it out and, you know, talk about all kinds of fun things.
That would be awesome. Maybe she could help me build my confidence enough to break my 10-year spell.
There you go. Yeah, you could.
10+ year, actually.
Yeah, maybe she'll, you know, invite you down to the dungeon. You guys can, you know, play whack-a-mole with some dudes or whatever. You know, whatever works.
Maybe that's what I need. Beat some men.
Oh,
yeah, let's do a crowdfund for her. Screw the gigolo. I need to learn how to be a more powerful woman.
or at least you know how to get paid to beat dudes.
Yeah, I can make men cry. I just don't get paid for it.
Yeah, that's what you need. That's what you need.
Oh God. Well, on that note, yes, let us know if she reaches back, which she should. I guess she actually spoke at Northwestern a couple years ago.
Yeah,
she does that shit.
Yeah, no,
Cool.
I'll message her on Twitter and probably Facebook and see if she can schedule something like on a Monday or a Sunday when we can record. And as soon as she can, I'll let you know so you can kind of clear your schedule.
Her Facebook actually says she doesn't accept private messages. Don't message her privately. But on her ladysophia.com website, at the bottom, there is a contact.
Okay, yeah. Then I'll
and then it's like a form you filled out.
Cool. Yeah, no, I'll message her to that then. That's fine.
Yeah. I was looking at her page and I saw that. I kind of scrolled back on her Facebook and it said, "Do not message me privately." And I was like, oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'll reach out on the website then and make sure she knows that this is real. We're not fucking around.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I guess that makes sense. Why she wouldn't want people to message her privately, because God knows what kind of messages she gets. She probably doesn't even check. Which there's this girl I know. She's an actress, model, influencer, and all that. And she was posting on Facebook today about some dude messaged her and was interested in hiring her for a modeling job. And that's what he said. "Hey, I'm interested in modeling, whatever. And she said, okay, well, let's discuss when we're free. And she goes, what is the rates and what is the, God, what did she say? The outfit or something like that. And he said, well, the outfit will be lingerie and I'll send you a picture. And he sent her a whole bunch of pictures, and it was like these fucking naked women in barely their lingerie. And he goes, and the pay will be pictures for your private portfolio and us enjoying time together. So no actual money. And she's like, I think I'm the wrong person for this job. And he's like, oh, no, I think you would look great in these.
Oh, God. I've done, I did a lingerie shoot about 5 or 6 years ago. I had two other females that I knew, so I wouldn't look like a creep. And, you know, I was making sure I was telling them, I was like, here's the clothing. Get changed in the bathroom. You know, I'll be here getting the lights set up. And when you're ready, just let me know. Because I was trying to make sure everything was like 100%, you know, safe. They knew where I was going to be. And I wouldn't, once again, if I ever like crossed the threshold of the bathroom, I'd make my presence known or whatever like that. I wasn't trying to be creepy. But once they got comfortable and they started making dirty jokes, we all had a good time. And it was a good, you know, it was a good day. Got a bunch of good pictures. You know, I would ask them to do things. Some of them would feel uncomfortable. All right, I was like, okay, we don't have to do that. Let's do something else. What do you feel like doing? So, you know, it was a good day. It was a good day. And those shoots are always like rough to start out with. They're extremely difficult.
I'm sure, because you don't know if it is a pervert that you're there with. Yeah.
And so, but even then, I think a week before that, I'd have met up with all the girls and told them exactly what was going down.
Oh, that's
and I
a
said,
good
do you have
idea.
any questions? Do you have any concerns? If you need to know anything, here's my phone number. Here's, you know, this stuff. Text me, call me, whatever. We'll answer all the questions. If you want to back out, that's fine too. Just let me know. You know, so I was very flexible to everything and made sure I was very transparent about what I was doing. So there was no there were no presumptions or whatever on mine. It's like, I just want the pictures. I want a little bit of video. This is what I'm looking for. That's it. You know, and they were cool. We got it. We spent, I think, the whole day doing it. A lot of fun. Eventually, they just got naked and were running around. It was great. So, fun day. Fun day.
They got real comfortable with you.
Yeah, and I was, you know, once again, like, I was cool with it. I'm glad they were running around naked. It was a fun day for me. It was wonderful, man. It's good stuff.
Good.
Yeah, I miss doing those shoots. just titties everywhere.
There's another side job for you.
Just titties everywhere. Yeah. If any females out there need help starting their OnlyFans, give me a call. Yeah, I've got an extra bedroom and a camera and lights. We can help you get started. We can do this.
There we go. I love it. You can message Nick at ericadyerpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, actually, that's true. I have that email address on my phone, so it'll just come right there.
Oh God! So it pops up. Hey, somebody wants to hire me.
Jeez, that'd be wild. That'd be so wild,
wouldn't it? Though. Oh shoot.
Yeah, be fun though.
Actually, I do know somebody. I did meet another dominatrix on Desert Fiends. Yeah, I did. I make friends everywhere. And I know she's starting to branch out into other things in her career and trying to get out there a little more.
That's good.
Maybe,
That's good.
Maybe she will.
That'd be great.
Yeah. If you'll see what I saw, it would be great.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
But she's not your short, little, petite, bookish person. Yeah.
What is she, like 7 feet tall or something like that?
She's very tall and thin and blonde. Still beautiful, though.
I'm all right with that. I'm not too picky. It's fine. I can deal with it.
You can make it work.
I can make it work. It's fine. I'll figure something out.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's it. I think we covered a lot.
All right.
This episode.
I think we are good then. So I hope somebody writes us. Come on, if we don't get listeners writing in or sharing the podcast, you know what? We're going to give up. Probably not, but we can threaten.